Sorry about that. Had to double check something real quick. All right, so let's do this. Let's get... I mean, we got pretty brazen. We just built stuff over here and didn't really pay attention to what we were doing. Let's kind of do the same over here. So let's build a connector. I think this is far enough away from both junctions that we'll be okay. So I'm just going to bring a collector out this way. And I'm just going to bring it right out like this. And I think it's going to come back and it's going to connect here. So I think it's going to come up like this right here. Yeah, this is going to be a disaster. Hold on. The amount of traffic this is going to bring in, it's going to need its own highway connection, I think. So let's do it. Let's get brazen. But I don't want to put them super close to these. I'm just afraid that'll cause a problem. So we could put like another... I could put in another thing. I could put in a highway bypass that comes through here and gives us a connection over here. Like, that would be an option we really haven't done. We haven't built a bypass. Because I'm going to need better traffic access on this side of this. Actually, I think this might become the highway episode. So let's think about that. If I'm going to do a highway with a sound barrier, and I were to come off of this for a bypass, what would this look like? Well, you need a part of the highway that comes around this way. So I'm going to worry about the connection later. The highway would come way over this way. Like, I would want the highway to go way this way. And I think it needs to connect over here, but it needs to loop back to the major highway. So, I mean, like, it comes this way. And then, like, it comes this way. And then it goes straight up this way. And then it curves back around. And then it continues this way. And then it goes up over this existing road. And then it curves back around. And then we figure out some kind of interchange over here. And so it needs to have a mirror. It needs to have a friend that goes with it the other direction, right? So, like... what are you doing? Straight. Onto here. And then curved. Come on, you gotta curve with me here, highway. We gotta go freeform, I guess. It's not gonna be perfect. Like, that's all there is to it. It's just not gonna be perfect, and I'm gonna have to accept that. But I'll try to get it close to good. I'll try to get it close to not awful. don't know. I want it to come along closer, please. I need a curve. What I need is this. I need to start here. Come back up. And across. We'll fix the power line later. I'm not really worried about it. And then I need to bulldoze a little bit here. And straight line. That looks pretty good. This is a little wild right here, so we'll get rid of that. Get a little curved road action going. There we go. That feels a little bit better. This is a little wide, how it gets a little crazy, but that's okay. Comes back up. And now we got to figure out how it reconnects to the other highway. But I think this will give us a bypass of highway that I can do something with over here for when we get the college stadium. Like, we're going to need highway access to it. Roads take up so much space in City Skylines. That's the crazy thing. So, this is a bypass that just comes off of here. So, literally, like, if I do a 2-lane road off of here, and I kind of curve it a bit, so well, I mean, I'll angle it off from here. I mean, it almost goes perfect that way. So we get 2 off. And then, can I upgrade this to a 4? No, I can't. So I need to bring this in a bit. So this, I gotta stay closer into the city. So I gotta go to here. Which means I'll need to fix that in a bit. That's a little wonk. I don't like it, but it'll have to do. And then how do I get this to come over? I think I do that by bending this highway outward. I imagine. So, like, 3 long highway. I think I bend this out. Like, I go like this. And then I bring it back. Around. And then I delete a little bit more here. And then I curved road this back in. So what that does is that gives me the ability to do this. To put an overpass in, we just get a little too wild there. Hold on. Like to there. I don't like this wild curve, but that's okay. So this is going... Yeah, so this is going this way, and this is going this way. Well, now I've just designed a highway that only goes one way. Hold on. That's not the goal. Hold on. We got to make sure that they continue on out of the city. So I've done this wrong somehow. Oh, I know what I did wrong. So this is our outgoing. So it comes in, and it goes this way, and it comes up here. And again, we're going north, and it needs to combine with this. So, 3-lane, right? Like, this is the easy one, because it just can come up. And then, like, it can just say, hey, I need to curve a bit. And then it can say, hey... Hey, highway, I need to join you. Like there. So it can just say, hey, this is coming. In fact... It probably is better that way. And then this needs backed up. Like right here. Okay. So this goes all the way around. If you're coming north, instead of that, you can take this and you can zip all the way around this bypass and come out up here. Now, we just need to do the reverse here. So here, I want... I think this is better as a 1-lane, actually. I think doing that as a 2-lane is asking for problems. Okay, so now I just need to reverse the thinking on this one, right? So this one, you're going to come off over here. And you're going to come out, and you're going to start turning. And then you're going to go up. And then you're going to go over. We might have to do straight line for this. We might have to do a little... There we go. And then, yeah. And then this can just kind of shoot this way at a bit of an angle. And then it can come down. And then it can join with this, which if we back this off a bit, we do a little find the junction. There we go. So now, the problem is, this is 3 lanes coming onto here. This is a disaster waiting to happen. So the bypass needs to come down to a ramp as it gets closer to the highway. So we'll probably have a disaster here. So it'll probably have to go down to a 2-lane. Yeah, so it'll narrow down from 3 to 2 to 1 and get back onto the highway there. We'll see if that can handle that traffic. I don't know. What do we have going on here? This is going the wrong way. You're coming off. That needs to go the other way. Okay, so you come off of the highway here, and you zip around. And then you're coming this way. And then you have to get back on the highway here. So what you end up doing is not this. You don't join in here. You join in here. Come around. Gentle curve. And come onto the highway from the left. Okay, so that gets you here. Again, this is 3-lane to 1-lane, which is a disaster. So this, we need to taper down, I think, slowly. Let's do a little bit of 2-lane, maybe up to there. Okay, there we go. So hopefully that's enough. So let's let time run and kind of just see if anybody naturally decides to use this bypass as of right now. That might not. Let's speed up time a bit. Probably no one will, because this is a pretty big detour for anybody to want to take, and it doesn't go anywhere significant right now. No. But it's not causing any problems. So, with that in mind, let's build an interchange over here. And again, our idea was that we want to build here. So I'm going to build, and this has gone kind of wonky over here. I want to build a roundabout in an interchange, but it needs to come off over here, is the odd part. So we're going to have it come off here. I think we could probably build it over this area. Whoops. Hold on. I think we can probably build it over this area. It'll come to this area and to this area via a elevated connector that then will drop down. So we'll put high density here and a high density here. That's my plan. This looks really ugly, but I don't have a good fix for it. So let's see what happens here. So if we're going to do an overpass, we're going to do kind of our standard kind of overpass. So do I want to do that with a 4? I want to do it with a 6. That's my standard. So let's just get a 6-lane overpass. We're going to put it right here. It's going to go this way. Please stop snapping to roads for a moment, please. I want it to go this way. We'll call it 3480. And we'll call it this way 3480. Alright. So that gives us a 6-lane overpass over the top. And then I'm going to put a roundabout right here. And I'm going to put a roundabout over here. So this has to stay elevated past all of this. What am I intercepting? Okay, it's just, almost didn't make it. Alright, so this road goes to there. This road can start coming this way. Let's get a little curve on. Kind of comes over this to there. There we go. And now we can lower this road down in a straight line. to here. And that gives us access to do something here. And it's going to be kind of wonky because of elevation, but I'm not going to worry. But over here now, we could do the same. So that gives us this. And now we have kind of this little interchange over here for this bypass. And off of this, we're going to put a roundabout. We're probably going to move this bus station so we can build here. So I'm going to build a standard roundabout down here. Do we do the double size roundabout? I don't think we do. I think we stick with the standard. So I mean, I feel that way. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. Get these just bother me while I'm trying to figure this out. All right, I'm going to put it here. Let's put our road guides back on. Duh. This is going to go here. I mean, I think we might need to do the double size. Yeah, so we'll do... No, this is the normal size. Oh, that's wrong. I think we can probably handle... I think this can handle it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Bike lanes? Why not? Bike lanes have helped us grow this city this far. Alright, so you come off, you come onto here. And then collectors abound. We're also going to do some bus lanes, some bus stuff in a bit here. But this is going to come this way. I mean, what we're going to do is we're just going to build a little self-contained thing. And we're going to see what happens. We might connect it over here. I don't know how I feel about that yet. It concerns me, the idea of doing that. But if we bring this over here, and we bring this over... How long was this? That was dumb of me not to pay attention. 1800. Can't quite make it. I wonder if I just do this, though. 1200. This is just a symmetry thing. Like, if I do this, and I back this service area up, and I move this, our bus depot over, and then I brazenly bring this over this far and up to here, and then over. I do not want it to connect to that road. This is not allowed to connect. Again, this is going to be high density, so we're going to get a lot of stuff in a small place. So I don't mind it being a little close. What do my road guidelines look like if I come down here? How close can I get and do that? So that gives us this area to put high density into. Maybe we connect here. I want to see what happens before I dare do that. We're going to need some... some highway ramps from here, for sure. I mean... how else is this going to work? And then from here... too close. Too close? Feels good. Alright, so there's our interchange onto that overpass. Here's this area that's going to go high density. And then let's fill this in with road. How did we do this? We upgraded this and lost stuff along the way. This is 2-lane road. But let's do 4-lane... like this stuff here. Like 4-lane road. I think is what I want. So inside of here, if I want good coverage, like from a density perspective, if I bring this in, and then down, too close, too close. If I bring this into here, and then up, so I get most of this area zoned without anything too crazy. I could connect here, but we'll see. That might lead... I don't know if I want to put an intersection there. That might lead to problems. Over here, I want to do kind of the same thing. I want to come in. I want to come down. None of this is going to max out, but that's okay. I don't need everything to max out. We don't need the most atrocious population densities we can get. How can I jump power now? This is always the worst. Alright, that's connected. I believe this counts as connected. And then here we broke this. You can't bury cables, can you? No, you can't bury cables underground. Unfortunately. So it gives us power service to there. This is all connected. Right? This has power now, right? Oh, this is not connected here. Duh. Hence the problem. I'd rather bring this around here. Okay, does that all have power now? Ooh! We're still acclaimed. We have not upgraded after another year of academic service. Alright, that all has power now. Okay, power is restored down here. Okay, so what are we doing here? Zoning-wise. Zoning. I need an even mix of everything. So I think I want to keep commercial on one part, residential, and I want to put offices in the middle to separate it. So if I do residential on this side, we just go hog wild with the nope, not there. We go almost hog wild. So I put a bunch of residential like this, right? And we'll just kind of get rid of it right there. And then I go offices like this. And then I do commercial like this. And then I add water service. Which our water is, we are having some water stuff to look at. This needs to come around here. Okay. So another high density area here will grow up. Why didn't this add very much water? Like... In fact, we're at a point where we should probably just do this. Like, we're going to loop that back in. Okay, so let's see what happens now with our RCI. Now that we have this here. I'm hoping this roundabout can handle all the traffic that it wants. That I want it to, at least. This is going to interfere with growth. There we go. So that should take care of a lot of our stuff, and then we'll see kind of how this traffic flow works. If this ruins everything or not. Hopefully not. Let's take a look here. Let's speed this up. Let's let some development happen. I think we got a good mix of residential, office, and everything else. Yeah, see? This is good. And, again, I have enough industry that there is no reason for this, unless they really want more office coverage. Like, we really want more office coverage. So I think, again, this will need a roundabout. 6-lane, let's make this a little bit farther. I want to get it away from the pollution area so that I'm safe to build everywhere. Let's roundabout this up. Sometimes they're problematic. So a little roundabout action here. And we're just going to do something very similar to what we just did up there. Three-lane with bicycle. There we go. 6-lane, bring it down. 4-lane. I did 4-lane off of that, right? Yeah, 4-lane with bike. Off of this, over here. We got some dumb power stuff happening because they decided to develop in 2 different places. That's fine. How far can this go now? Have I made this oh, I've done great. Okay, so we can have a big old area here. And we can always do another junction here if I need to. In fact, why don't we plan... Why don't we just plan on this happening? Because if it's going to come off the highway over here eventually... Like, let's just plan on that being a thing right now. Future-proof ourselves a little bit. 2480. 2480. Because this will be the access to the... This will be the stadium access. You'll go across the river and go straight to parking lots for the stadium. So, might as well plan that out now. Go. That one's a little tight turn, but that's okay. All right, so we have this big comes off here, and then we go into regular collectors here, and these might end up having bus lanes instead of bikes, but for now, this comes down here, this comes over here. We make a huge box, basically. There we go. So we have this big area we can develop at right now off of here. And again, let's make sure we don't miss any requirements like water coverage. This is a big growth spurt we're going to go for. Like, the expectation is that this is going to be a wild amount of growth over here. But this gives us our next area that we'll build out. This should fix itself for electricity, right? Right? You have electricity, so stop. This is building out nice. Nice. Now we're going to need some kind of park over here. Like, we're going to have to do the normals. So, like, fire coverage. We can't have there not be fire coverage here. So, like, we need a fire station on this side of town. We need a police station on this side of town. We need a clinic, because, yeah, we need a clinic over here. Well, actually, they've got okay coverage, but we'll put a clinic over in the residential area. And I hate to do this, but look at the school coverage. Oh, man, school coverage is bad over here. Elementary school coverage is awful. I guess we need more elementary school. How about we put one at the end of this street? How about that? And then over here, yeah, see, this is going to be terrible. So we're going to have just a whole bunch of, like, the elementary school and a high school over here. I know it takes up a lot of space, but you have to build these facilities. We might need another hospital for all I know. But that gives us all of our demand for a while, and then we can plan this out later for what this little area becomes. I'm just afraid to connect this. I feel like connecting that there is a mistake. I'd be better off to connect this I'd be better off to connect this to here somewhere if I wanted to add extra road access there. But this is coming up quite nicely. That seems to be doing good. All right, buses. Busing. Our bus service... Oh, we're going to need Metro line over here too, aren't we? Well, actually, this is not too bad for Metro service. I think if we did one like this... like there. And then what we'll do is we have this line. I don't know what it's trying to destroy there, or why it's complaining. I'll connect here, and then I'm going to run this to there. So I'm going to run underneath. What am I... Oh, see, I'm intersecting over here, I think. No, we're okay. We're okay. And then I'm coming back around here. And then I'm probably going down another level. All right. And then... from here to here to here. There we go. To there. So that gives us a metro line that loops through this area. And then busing. Let's add a new set of bus stops. So right now... I only want to see buses. We don't have that many lines anymore. Like, if I'm going to put a bus stop in, I need one that goes... through, like, our major areas. Like, I think I need a bus stop that goes from, like, here. Like, across from the train. And then, like, it needs to come down here for later. And then I need it to go over to here. Like this area, right? Like down, like this kind of area here. And then I think it goes kind of into this area. And I think that's as far as I want it to go. So, like, I want it to come home at that point. Where's this starting? Right here. Like that. So that it covers that side. And then I think I want one that kind of covers over here. We don't have good busing in this area. So, like, what if you could take the bus from here to where you get off the... where you get off the trolley. And then you could get up here into, like, this area, like, where the trolley is here, too. Not the trolley, the what are they called? Trains. Like, let's put it near the trains, but I don't want it right on top. And, like, if that came back this way. Like that. So we'll add that in. So let's let some development happen, and let's see what happens to our taxes. Our tax income, as well as our... growth and need. Offices are still needed. Again, we have industrial. We know that this is not old style industrial. This is straight up office that it wants. I think we might do financial district for the next area. This does not have very good... There's like a center area here where nothing can grow, right? Like this little spot. Let's district this area, the park. And I'm going to put it in like this. It ain't going to be fancy. Briarwood Meadows. Is a city park with a small gate, small main gate, just off of Brittany Street, kind of like right here. Actually, where's the subway comes in over here, but people can walk. They can figure it out. Just a little gate right there, and a little bit of the old path. I like the good-looking path. This doesn't need a fence around it. Like, it literally just needs to go from here to here. Oh, we need another gate over here. Side gate? There's the side gate. Why can't I... Not in park area. You lie. You lie. I would lose this whole building if I do this. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I want to do it. Well, whatever. Let's fix this. And then I need some buildings in here. This is never going to be a major park. Like, this is just going to be full of little buildings. Like a couple of gazebos. Maybe if I could fit this in somewhere. Nope, too big. Too big, doesn't fit. Some bathrooms, maybe, right? Maybe a little cafe. You can stop in here and have something to eat. I just don't want to block. Nope, that's going to block other buildings from getting built. So that's all that's going in here. Like, this is a minor little park. One more gazebo, I think. Right here. And then the rest of this park is just trees. We could probably actually fit a little guy down here, right? Like, we could probably put a little bit of pathing. Nope. If I do, stuff will not develop here. And it's going to develop, so... Again, I am just wanting this to be... just a little park. In fact, like, my hope... I don't want to block development. So I can build some trees through here. Right? There's a little... there's a path here where we can put some stuff. So we can grab our path and we can probably come... just get rid of this. You're in the way. You're in the way of progress. I want you to go right here. I'm going to go right here. Get out of the way for a minute, please. Stop snapping there. You can snap there. That's fine. There we go. And then trees here, here, and here. It's just a little park. It will never be anything major. Just a little thing down in there for people to walk to, if they want to. If somebody wants to come and see the park. I am seeing... Okay, we have got a bus line traffic jam happening. So let's take a look. No problems here, no problems here. I'm seeing a problem here, and it's these buses. So we probably have too many buses on a line again. Yeah, this created 31 buses. No. How about we go down to like 10? Any other lines have a massive... Yeah, this is now, they're returning back to base. This line is another one, like... Let's go down to 10. There's no reason to have that many buses on those routes. So that'll clear out once the buses get figured out. Here we have, we've got stoplights where they don't need to be. No reason for a stoplight to be there. That's an exit ramp. People can figure that out. A little left-hand turn lane problem, maybe? I think I need a left-hand... I think I need a left-hand exclusion area. Yes, I definitely need something that gets us away from this left-hand turn, because it's what's causing the problem. So if you want to turn left, how can we make that happen? You have a split-off exit from this one here. Does it go under? No, it has to go over. So you get a little splitty exit thing, and it goes up to here like this, and then it comes back around this way? Like that. And I know that looks wonky, but we've done similar things. I hate the fact that it's such a harsh turn. But if we do this, and we do a little bit of stuff like this, I know this doesn't look pretty, but I want to see if this works. Hopefully this won't be another disaster. Like we've had before. So we do that. We make this a right hand only. I think I can do lanes here, right? Like we do it as a right turn only. This is a right turn only. This traffic comes up here and figures it out. Yeah, like it slows down for a minute, but that's okay. Yeah, so that fixes this so that it's a smooth transition onto that road. It does give us a lot of traffic coming to this roundabout. So let's do some roundabout rules here to finish off this episode, maybe. Roundabout rules. There we go. Standard roundabout rules. That gets that flowing pretty nicely. We don't seem to be having a lot of traffic jam problems with this. We gave enough big roads. We are having a little bit stuff here. So again, I think this is a doesn't need to be that. It can be this. I think same thing here. This can be that. I think this can be this. Let's see if that gets everything kind of moving pretty freely. It does. Now, we did throw a bunch of people here. We gave them health services and schools and all of that in this little section. But what we didn't really do is we did not provide... we did not do a very good... Ooh, what's happening here? This is backing up. Always there's one backup that happens somewhere. Somewhere. Okay, that was just a temporary thing. That's going to happen on and off. You'll get little backups like that. As long as it keeps moving through, and we don't see a backup like all the way around back here, we're okay. Yeah, this is moving. What we didn't give them is good death care. See how we're having some death problems over here? We need to put a crematoria in here. I think... Where could this go that gets good service? Like, if I put it somewhere over here... Like, I could put it there. I could put it, you know, on a side street. I could put it next to the park. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe... Is there a little guy we could get rid of? This is 3 wide. This guy's 3 wide. Let's do that. That'll give us some death care in this area. It's a little morbid that it's just like right there. But that's the last of the problems. I think we're okay on police coverage, right? Yeah, police coverage is fine. These dead people are getting taken care of. Look at how well we've done. Look at our health care. Good coverage. How's our leisure look? I'm interested in our leisure. We could probably add in some park maintenance at this point, because we have got a lot of parks, and they could all use some. I think what we should probably do is put in a park maintenance building. So park maintenance, where's that at? Right here, hotels. Oh, I forgot we have hotels. We haven't put a single hotel in anywhere. We might want to do this. So, like, there's a budget hotel. There's the town hostel. Oh, we have to get more hotel profit. Well, I think a hostel would go in kind of in the old downtown. It'll fit in. Okay, right? It won't look out of place. Like, how big is this? Let's lose... Yeah, I think it goes on the main... Oh, I think it goes... Yeah, it goes on the main street area. I think it goes right next to the park. Like that. Yeah, that won't look too out of place. Well, that's going to make some money. And then we probably need... What was that under? This was under healthcare? No, parks. Hotels. We have the budget hotel. So, like, I don't think a budget hotel would stand out too bad, like, over here. This doesn't get a lot of traffic. I think if we put it across, like, they were like, hey, there's a cheap lot right across from the police station. Because nobody wants to live right there. I think that works out there. And then we'll just need to... do a little power fix. There we go. So we get a little hotel, kind of a budget hotel next to these guys, and I don't think that hurts too much. Last but not least, where am I getting this? Here we go. Yeah, and then I don't want to put it here. This is all low. I mean, we could put one hotel in over here somewhere, right? Like, it'll fit in here without being too wild. Yeah, it just matches the aesthetic. So we get some hotels. Something went way wrong over here. We didn't get power. Power never came across. Get that fixed real quick. And then we'll stop having homes that get abandoned. Whoops. So we got some hotels. We got people. Oh, that's right next to that bus line. That is a popular bus line. Look at that. We'll see what happens. Where's the buses? Is there a bus coming? What bus line is this? We'll see. I think this bus line needs more buses. This is the blue line, right? Oh, I can't tell. I need you to be yellow? I already have a yellow. Do I have a cyanish color? I mean, that's the cyan. This needs an extra bus or two. So this needs to go up to like 17 buses? 19? Let's go to 15. Let's put 15 buses on that line, because there is some popularity on that one. So we'll dump a couple more buses onto the streets. That looks good. We're not doing real train stuff. I mean, I could put in a train station somewhere up here. That's for tourists. We have a lot of touristy places. How can we find tourism? What's that look like? Tourism. Tourists. What do we have? 53. Tourists, we get a couple here in the zoo. We get a couple here in the office district. People love this park for some reason. Surprise. Oh, we get a couple. Oh, all the buildings in this park. That makes sense. A couple people come here, but not many. Garbage services are a problem all of a sudden over here. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about adding a few extra city services just for this area. I think if we do, I'm going to pull it off of this road. Because we have this pollution area here. What we're going to do is I just want a little city services road over here. No, regular 2-lane. Give me a bike path. We're just going to go right off of... Maybe? No, we're not. We're going to go off of this big guy right here. Man, that's going to be a problem when I do. We're going to take it right off of this. I want it to go here. I want to connect to this just for some services. But we've used all of our kind of like make sense connection points. I don't want to put... I think I'm going to overpass this. This will be the last thing we do this episode. I think what I'm going to do... This may sound weird, but I'm going to do a little mini overpass. That one's too long. I should have paid attention to this. I should have paid more attention. 640 by 480. No, it's not too steep. You're full of lies. Okay, 740, I guess, is the answer. Okay. The reason I want to do this is that if I don't, I'm going to create a huge backup on this little road right here when I do this. So what's going to happen is we're going to use one-way highway ramps to connect to this. To here. And this is going to be one way. Because my thinking is, again, this is just a road for some city services that are getting added into our already polluted area that will help service all of this. I'm adding some additional incineration plants over here. Like, I want to add an incineration plant. In this already polluted area. I'm not on the right thing. There we go. No. Why did that do that? Why did that go two-way? Thank you. There we go. This is awful close to this, and it looks like garbage. But I really want to avoid sending these trucks out there. Last but not least, this... Come on. Really? Yeah. You don't need to stop over there. Here... These have right of way. That has to wait. There we go. Alright, give us a couple more trash trucks. That'll help service this area. We added the crematorium. It's right there next to the park. The park is doing just fine. We got a couple people walking through it every once in a while. We're not looking for that to grow big. We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes. I think that's a good place for us to stop for now. We got some more development in. We grew to 42,000 people. We're about to hit 46, which will unlock helicopters and the nuclear power plant. So I think what we'll probably end up doing is we're probably going to end up doing high density over here next. And I think we're going to use the financial district buildings So we'll develop this out for our high-density population next time and build a little pocket right here and see how that turns out with traffic. So until next time, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, we hope to see you soon.